Hi, this is Nevşah. Today my topic is your ideas will not work. So many people are fooling themselves about life and who they are because of the ideas they have and the judgments they have. They have many opinions about life, but no inquiries. People usually think what they believe is the truth. But actually, since each individual has a different set of values in life, what you believe as right or wrong or as truth may not be the case. I was reading The Great Ideas by Mortimer Adler the other day, and in the third chapter he talks about the difference between opinion and knowledge. Think about it. Opinion and knowledge are not the same. Opinionating and knowing are different things. This was also the title of the third chapter of his book. I would like to ask you the questions he has been asking in his book. So the first question I would like you to ask yourself is, what sort of objects are the objects of knowledge, as opposed to the objects about which we can have opinions? Think about it. What is knowledge and what are opinions? Are they the same? When we are opinionating at something, do we really know that thing? Or are we caught up with our opinions about that thing? Are they made up of the same element, opinions and knowledge? The second question he asks is, what's the psychological difference between knowing and opinionating as acts of the mind? Who is the individual who wants to know? Think about it. Is the individual who wants to know the one who is opinionating or getting beyond their opinions? To know the truth, no matter what you think about it, to know the truth, even if you don't like it, is real, going after real knowledge. Most people I know and most people who join my courses are mainly first concerned about making themselves right, not knowing the truth. That's why they're having a hard time questioning themselves. A wide variety of people want to opinionate, and not many people are interested in questioning their thoughts or opinions. Why? Because questioning yourself needs wisdom. Some kind of a mindset, a different mindset than opinionating. A level of consciousness which requires quite a unique way of looking at things. And I'm dedicated to teaching you that level of consciousness. Adler's third and fourth questions were, can we have knowledge and opinion as acts of the same mind? And can we have knowledge and opinion about one and the same thing? Can we have both opinion and knowledge about the same thing? Can the mind who is interested in knowledge can also be interested in opinionating? My answer would be, of course not. People who want to be right are not interested in truth itself. They are interested in their own opinions and about being right. They're interested about opinionating but not knowing the truth. And opinions are not either wrong or right. I'm not saying opinionating and having opinions are wrong. They can't be right or wrong because they're just opinions. Someone who has the exact opposite value system in their mind will see everything the way you see. If it's right, they will see it wrong, and if it's wrong for you, they will see it right. An understanding of truth can only totally be opposite to yours. So what is it? In truth, what is it? What is truth? Who is right? Who is wrong? Nobody and everybody. Everybody is right in their own way, in their own unique opinionating way. So none of the opinions are right or wrong. They are not right or wrong. When listened by an individual who have the exact opposite values, you'll see that whatever they're referring as right is your wrong, and whatever they're referring as wrong is your right. So nobody is right or wrong, and everybody is right or wrong in their own way. Let's look at Adler's fifth and sixth questions. What's the scope of knowledge? What do you think? How much knowledge do we have as opposed to the kind of things about which we can only have opinions about? How much knowledge can we have about things we can only have opinions about? I'm asking you twice. And the third time, how much knowledge can you have about things you can only have opinions about? For example, someone else other than yourself. Even if they are your children, they are made from this body, do you, or maybe it's better to ask this way, can you ever really, truly know that individual? Can you ever really, truly know what's in their head, how they are feeling, really feeling, who they are, or what it is like to be them? So can you ever really truly judge them? I sometimes say in my seminars, like, judgment isn't good or bad, it's just childish. Nowadays, people talk about judgment as if it is something bad, a real curse or something. Don't judge, judgment is bad. Judgment isn't good or bad, it's basically childish. Because you can't know anything about that person, you don't have any background. What are you going to judge? It's not having the wisdom and understanding that you do not and cannot ever know what you're judging. So what you're judging is just empty space. And what can you judge if you don't even know what you're judging? So judgment isn't neither good nor bad. Don't go out and teach your children things like judging people is not good. Teach them the stupidity of judgment. Teach them they can't ever really know the other person, but only themselves. And better, know yourself. Know thyself. Be the one who knows thyself so that you will understand you can't know anyone else. Adler's last question was, what's the limit and scope of opinion in the things of our minds? What happens when you opinionate? Do we disconnect from truth, maybe? If knowledge and opinions cannot be together, cannot be in the same mindset, if they are in different states, different mindsets, we are literally disconnecting from our truth, through every time, we are opinionating, and our opinions are the things sometimes, hilarious. It is said that most children learn opinions in school, not knowledge, and basically that's true. All one has to do is to recall how one learns history and geography. These things, being opinions, can only be learned by memorizing. So whatever we are learning by memorizing, they are just opinions of somebody else. But think about geometry, for example, that has principles and conclusions. Aristotle's insight on this subject is that one man can only opinionate about what other man knows. We can be thinking the same things, but whereas the one man has one opinion, the other man can have knowledge on that very subject, and they do not agree. Because one questions and goes beyond his own ideas, and his own ego awakens inside the truth, and the other believes in his opinions, what the ego tells him. Socrates was the first teacher to discover the principle of teaching. He opinionated all the time. It was the first principle of his method to go beyond what you know. He spoke of it as cross-examining the pretender to knowledge and wisdom. So by cross-examination, he was showing them they were in error. What they supposed as they knew, but actually they didn't know a thing. That is, first reducing them to ignorance so that they could be in the right state of mind to inquire and learn. Until you see none of your opinions are the truth, you will keep on opinionating. A wise man will not opinionate. He stays humble, keeps on questioning himself, all his thoughts, and all the rest until he finds and awakens to truth. If you've been in one of my courses, you probably have noticed I used Aristotle's and Socrates' methods most of the time to bring you back into your senses. Because people have opinions, that's what we know. Mostly fantasies about life, which keep them from empowering from within. Especially, for example, in your relationships. If you think the other person will just be an angel but never be a devil, you're just chasing a fantasy. My job is getting you beyond your illusions, your opinionating mind, and teach you how to stay connected with truth. Only a few people can go beyond their opinions and fantasies of life, I know. Only a few people are interested in this, but when they do, their lives change eternally. And I'm dedicated to that. I'm dedicated to bringing you beyond your opinions and changing your life forever. Hope you enjoyed listening to me. If you like my channel, please subscribe. See you in my next video. Thank you.